Oro Valley got into the golf business with a December 2014 council decision to buy the El Conquistador Country Club, restaurant, and golf operations from their largest campaign contributor, HSL owner Humberto Lopez, for $1 million. They justified the purchase by saying that the town residents wanted a multi-use recreation center and the country club facilities would be a turnkey community center. However, they knew that extensive repairs were required for the golf irrigation systems and the 1980s country club building. So council approved a half-cent sales tax to cover all costs associated with the community center and golf. The deal closed in May of 2015 and immediately became a financial drag on Oro Valley. By June 2017, the town had already lost $5.7 million in golf and restaurant operations, or $200,000 per month. When this budget year ends in June 2018, the total losses are projected to be over $7 million. These excessive losses are 3.5 times the original town forecast, so the sales tax revenue doesn't even cover their operational expenses, much less the required repairs. In 2017, the council commissioned a $50,000 study by the National Golf Foundation and the WLB Group, another campaign contributor. The study's purpose was to evaluate the town's golf facilities, course management, competitive landscape, and recommend actions the town should take to reduce the unsustainable losses. The National Golf Foundation presented their results to the council in a July 2017 special meeting. It was not acted upon at that time as the town was focused on the $17 million bond and property tax for Naranja Park. The council decided to take up the study options in early 2018. The options aren't good. Every one costs several million dollars, including closing the courses. The study recommended 4 options. Option A retains the 36-hole layout of the existing 2 courses on La Cañada Drive and invests $5.2 million to repair them. Continuing losses would be $1.4 million annually. Option B reduces the 36 holes down to 27 holes and frees up 32 acres for other purposes. But there's still excess capacity versus the demand from club members, resort guests, and daily public play. This option costs $4.6 million with an ongoing loss of $1 million annually. Option C reduces the 36-hole layout down to an 18-hole layout. This reduces the overcapacity to a level supported by members, resort guests, and open daily play. This option dramatically reduces irrigation requirements, operational costs, and it frees up 83 acres. Option C cost $4.2 million with an ongoing loss of $1.3 million annually. Option D closes the courses and converts them to parks and trails. This is the only option that realistically addresses the generational decline in golfing. In addition, town surveys indicate a majority of residents desire a large town greenbelt park that could be created if the golf courses were closed. Total cost, $3 million plus ongoing park maintenance. So what did our town leaders decide to do? After spending $50,000 for the National Golf Foundation study, they ignored the recommendations and followed Town Manager Jacobs' recommendation to go with the Troon plan to retain all 36 holes, even though Troon's plans have already lost us $6.9 million. The Troon plan will invest only $3.6 million for the irrigation system replacement, turf reduction, and other improvements to the golf course. But future costs will likely require substantial funding to rebuild greens, sand traps, and cart paths. In addition, $2.4 million was proposed to rearrange, repair, and upgrade the 1980s community center structure. But millions more will be required if, or when, they rebuild the tennis courts and lighting, remove and replace racquetball courts, and complete the additional ADA compliance concerns that were identified in conjunction with the NGF study. Mayor Hiremath and Council adopted a tentative budget for fiscal year 18-19 and set the limit on expenditures for the year. They also approved a $14 million bond to mask the $6 million community center and golf investment by packaging it with the $6 million water utility improvements and the $2 million police evidence facility overrun. Here's our estimate of town out-of-pocket costs for the golf course purchase disaster. The purchase price, $1 million. Losses from May 2015 through March 2018, $6.9 million. The capital invested to date, $2.7 million. New investments to be spent in fiscal years 18-19 and 19-20 for golf course and community center repairs, $6 million. For total projected golf and community center costs of $16.6 million. In addition to this $16.6 million, there are also millions more in future liabilities for town-identified repair and enhancements for the community center building.
Guess what? If Mayor Hiremath and council members Hornat, Snyder, and Waters didn't force this bad deal on Oro Valley, we could have built a new 40,000 square foot community center in Naranja Park for less, with the amenities that residents want. Plus, there would be no future liabilities to fix the community center and no annual golf losses.